Dear friends, warm welcome to each one of you, everyone here. So, today we will have an interesting topic, and this topic is very, very important for each one of us because there are many, many myths, misconceptions that we have about this particular topic. So, today we are going to learn about this. It's a really an interesting topic. So the topic is karma science. So dear friends, karma science, and in India, being born here, we always have many misconceptions also. Sometimes we carry heavy guilt whenever we think about law of karma. And it brings so many things into our mind. Karma as if it is like a inescapable law, and we feel that I can't escape from this hands of clutches of law of karma, and I can never come out of it because I have to suffer, I have to go through pain, and many misconceptions. In spirituality, spiritual science, this is very, very important subject to learn. Law of karma and law of reincarnation. Without understanding this particular subject, knowledge about law of karma, our understanding will be partial. We'll not be able to really understand our life. So today, let us focus on dispelling all the myths, misconceptions that we carry about law of karma, and also understand from the ancient scriptural point of view, from the ancient wisdom of the soul, from India and from other countries, how we can actually come out of these karmic cycles. So I'll be sharing with you certain slides so that we can also understand through these visuals. So, dear friends, when we think about the karma, what comes to our mind, the definition of karma is cause and effect. We heard so many times Newton's third law of motion. So we immediately understand that, okay, whatever that I have given out, it is coming back to me. That's what we understand about law of karma. So most of the times, so some of you are saying, I can't hear you. So let me check whether the settings are working well. So please confirm, reconfirm, friends, because some of you can give me the feedback about the audio, whether you can hear me now. Is it clear? You can post the comment here if it is clear voice. Audio is fine on YouTube, sir. Okay. Maybe some kind of problem in streaming to Facebook, but it will be audible, definitely. So thank you for confirming me. So dear friends, this particular subject of law of karma, There are so many myths that we carry, not one or two, there's so many. So today we are here to understand these myths, misconceptions. So let me share about certain myths that we carry. One is all the difficulties in this life that we are facing are entirely because of this principle of karma, law of karma. And we feel so bad. Oh, I might have done some sin in the past life. That's why I always attract so many problems. But it is not true, friends. It's only misconception. I can tell you so many examples from the life of Lord Rama and Sita Devi from Ramayana times. They have faced every difficulty. Does that mean they have done a lot of bad karma? No, not at all. Lord Krishna, from childhood, from birth onwards, he had so many challenges. And does that mean that he had done a lot of bad karma in the past lives? No, not at all. This is a myth that we sometimes carry, friends. All our difficulties in this current life, we attribute it to this bad karma, negative karma, papa karma. But it is not true. Not all the situations that we are facing now are as a result of negative karma from past lives. Some of the great souls, they do incarnate to actually to be an example, to be an inspiration. If we remember Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Lord Buddha, so even Christ, Jesus Christ, so many of these masters, their life is not rosy life. It was full of challenges. At every step, they did not give up. They have walked their path, even though it is so much of full of thorns in their path. And even though at every moment they were threatened, but always they followed courageously, boldly. So if we compare our difficulties right now, what we are facing, with difficulties Lord Rama or Krishna has faced, ours is so tiny, not even 1%, dear friends. That's why we should not carry this kind of misconception that, oh, my difficulties are completely due to bad karma from past lives. No, not all cases. So many times we have this notion that karma means punishment. That's also another misconception that we carry. Means we are punished with illness, we are being punished for relationship problems, we are punished due to something that we have done in the past life. That's why there is problem in the finances. And we attribute everything to karma, and karma, we treat karma as punishment. But it is a myth. It's a completely a myth. So we need to know about this, dear friends. Certain myths, like another thing is whatever good karma that we have done, it makes us rich and very wealthy. No. For example, Saint Kabir, he was completely, he has nothing with him. All the Himalayan yogis, masters, they don't have even any kind of clothes. They don't have shoes. They don't have any money. Does that mean they have not done any good karma in the past lives? No, not at all. It's not at all correct to attribute certain things to past lives all the time. And another big myth, misconception that we all carry is karma means it's a fate, a destiny. I have to go through it and I can't escape from it. And particularly coming from Eastern countries like India, Bangladesh, we strongly believe sometimes that, oh, this is, I can't escape from this karma, I'm doomed. It may take 100 incarnation cycles to purify my karma, purify my soul. It's again a myth, dear friends. It's completely, we have misunderstood the teachings, great teachings of masters from Bharat, from ancient India. Lord Krishna, Bhagavad-Gita said something different. Those shlokas were not totally properly understood, interpreted. And many people feel that there will be some gurus who can take away our karma. This is again a big myth. How can someone can neutralize your karma? Not at all. Nobody can add their punya karma to you or take away your bad karma. If that is the case, Buddha might have taken everyone's karma in the world. Or Krishna is a Paramatma. He might have completely taken on his head, on his shoulders, all the heaviness of the whole humanity, the karma of whole humanity. But it is not the case. Nobody can really take our karma, karmic load. Each one need to completely deal with our own karmic stuff. We need to understand law of karma is not at all punishment, dear friends. Law of karma is there to teach us certain lessons. It's educational. Negative karma, karmic situations are educational. It's not punishment. So when we try to define karma, the first thing that we can understand is very simple language, cause and effect. This earth plane is called as plane of cause and effect. It's cause and effect plane, causal plane, cause and effect. Everything is based on cause and effect. But if you reach to higher dimensional planes, we go beyond law of karma. If you expand your consciousness, if you enlighten yourself, you cross what is called the sphere of influence of karmic forces. So, law of karma is just cause and effect. If we try to understand our three-dimensional reality here, the life that we are leading here, will be able to really understand every situation of us, what we are emoting, what we are going through, what we are thinking. Everything really makes so much sense. We can connect the causes and the effects that we are experiencing. As just simple example I can give you. You have worked so hard day and night to prepare for your exams. Maybe you are in the school, you are preparing for your mathematics exam. It's a tough subject when you are a child. So you studied very well, and according to your hard work, all that effort, you will reap the fruits. You will have certain fruits of it. There is something called karma phala. Karma phala means whatever that effort, whatever that you do, there is a phala, means fruit, the fruit of your actions. So there is a beautiful Sanskrit saying, Shrame phale. Shrame phale means according to your shrama, your whatever the effort, there are going to be certain kinds of results. If you're going to be very sincere student in the college, in the school, in the university, you will have good results, you have good fruits. So according to our own shrama effort, the results will be showing up. So we can relate this example from the point of view from this current life. So all the causes are there in the past and effects you are experiencing now. For example, you are enjoying a particular job. You got that job because you have done a lot of work. There's a kind of foundation work you have done, a lot of study you have done. And now that's why you could come into your new position, new job. So in this three-dimensional plane, law of karma is like a law of gravitational power, law of gravitational force. We may say it is not existing. Even if you believe that there is no law of gravitation, and you believe that whatever the stone that you throw into the sky, it will not fall down, it will go into the sky. According to your beliefs, this law will not change. Law of gravitation still works. So we can relate this with this example, dear friends. That's why even law of karma, many people, they refuse to believe it. But it is the truth. It is an eternal science. The greatest contribution from India to the world is about science of reincarnation, science of karma. But we need to understand this reincarnation karma science from a really a higher perspective. Otherwise, we may misinterpret, misunderstand, create a lot of misconceptions. It's not tit for a tat. Many people think that, okay, whatever you taken away eyes of people in the past life, now your eyes have gone. It's not that simple to understand law of karma. It is not that. It is a very different kind of understanding. Karma science can be understood by after we study spiritual science, after we understand the different levels of consciousness. So today our goal today is I'm presenting about the part one of karma science, because it goes into two parts in two sessions today, and the next class also we will have the karma science as a topic. So dear friends, nice that you're all also interacting with me through this chat box. You are you can post your questions and all that. So here there's a Lakshmi Garu, Lakshmi ji. She's writing, because of karma only Lord Krishna's son, grandson, suffered leprosy. After he prayed Lord's son, only he was cured. So we need to understand our ancient stories from Puranas, from by correctly deciphering the meaning. It's all symbolic language. Our ancient scriptures were written. So we should not consider that it's a punishment, that bad karma of grandson of Lord Krishna, he suffered from leprosy. Actually, it is much more than that. So how it makes a person to learn certain lessons, that's what is more we understand today. Thank you for sharing, Lakshmi ji. And Now in the slide, you're seeing a beautiful words from Bible, the words from Christ, Master Christ, the Grand Master Christ. He talked about law of karma, because it is whether we are born in America, Europe, or anywhere, whether we are irrespective of any religion, law of karma is the truth applicable for everyone. Whatsoever a man sows, that he also reap. We reap our fruits according to what we have sown in the earlier lives, in the previous lives, in the past. So many people think that, oh, this person has good luck. Oh, this person has all the bad luck. So, dear friends, there is no luck, concept of luck at all. Everything is scientific. It is according to law of karma. It works through law of karma. It's going to reap certain fruits. Law of karma, it works whether we believe it or not. We generally say in the lighter vein, luck. Somebody has a jackpot lottery, and we say he's lucky. And if we look into his previous lives, his past life information, we understand the big picture. We understand what kind of whatever the positive karma of his past life has brought this kind of fruits. So many of us will think somebody has suffering now is bad luck. No luck is bad luck, really bad luck. But if we understand the karma science properly, it makes sense what we are experiencing now. Even collectively, the humanity is experiencing, all the countries around the globe are experiencing. Don't we think that there is something like planetary karma, all the karma of all the humanity, all the mankind? There is an individual karma, there is a family karma, there is a country, nation karma, means accumulation of all the karmic forces of a country. And now what we are seeing collectively, it is affecting the COVID-19, is affecting the whole world. If we scientifically, because law of karma is a scientific principle, if we look back, if we apply this principle, law of karma is cause and effect. What causes might have created these kinds of effect now? What we are going through right now, this COVID-19, which directly and indirectly affecting entire humanity right now, everyone, irrespective of country, irrespective of our whether we are rich or poor, it doesn't matter. It's affecting everyone. So we must understand by opening our minds that something like a big picture that comes to us if we are with open mind. Whatever that seeds we have sown, those seeds are now germinating, and they're sometimes becoming huge big trees and giving certain fruits. As simple as law of seeding, if we understand, if we want to understand law of karma, it's just the law of seeding. Whatever seeds we have sown, those fruits are we are getting now. So if we have sown mango seeds, we get mango fruits. If we have sown neem seeds, only neem trees will come right now. So if we sown neem seeds and we are expecting mango fruits now, we don't get it. That's why we say good begets good. Bad begets bad. Love begets love. Hatred begets hatred. Whatever that we have given out, it is coming back. So what goes around comes around. Newton's third law of motion: action, reaction, equal and opposite. So there's going to be something that comes back, bounces back. Whatever that we have, we give out. That's why we need to understand the karma in the right perspective. Then it won't generate in us what is called as guilt consciousness, victim consciousness, or it won't incapacitate us. But the law of karma is a teacher to us. It is going to teach us the lessons that we need to learn from certain situations of life. It refines us, molds us, shapes us, makes us evolve. If we rightly understand, that is what Lord Krishna was talking about, or Lord Buddha was speaking about, or any master was also talking in the same language. The soul's wisdom is saying that you can neutralize the karma by learning your lessons, by accelerating your spiritual growth. So, friends, the two words in India we use, the karma and dharma. What is this dharma? What is karma? Karma we were talking about. So, what is this dharma? If we think that karma is what kind of actions you are generating from you. Karma in Sanskrit language means action. But always an action is preceded by words and thoughts. That's why we say in Sanskrit, manasa, vacha, karmena, threefold, at three stages. The karmic force is generated. The karmic force, we may call it as karmic energy, is generated through our thoughts, words that we utter, and also actions, your behaviors, actions. These three together constitute karmic energy. Whatever that we give out, so for example, a negative thought is coming, negative words you're coming out of your mouth, and negative actions which is going to affect others, it generates a negative karma. So karma, generally we think that only action, something in action. It's not only just action. Lord Krishna told in Bhagavad-Gita, Karma Yoga, one of the chapters in Bhagavad-Gita, that a man, if he tries to abscond from doing karmic deeds by refraining from participating in life, you can't. Because even inhaling and exhaling itself is a karma. There is an action. You are also putting an effort there. So even thinking, you're thinking evil about someone, for example. You're thinking bad about something. You're projecting a kind of jealous energy. You're projecting a negative energy towards someone. It's also something into put into action. That's why karma is not just only action. Karma is thought, word, and action. These three stages, three levels, three things together. In a past life, we might have done something harm to people through our words. Maybe we have given out all that divisive speech or violent speech, and many things we might have done. Now we come back into this current life to learn that particular lesson. There's a karmic force that we have generated. So many lifetimes there are karmic forces, karmic energies operating. These karmic forces create what is called as a kind of path in this current life. Generally, we call it as destiny, karmic destiny. That means we go into, though you want to go in a particular direction, but you are taken along with some other direction. Certain forces are making you go towards in a different direction. So what is that destiny, the karmic destiny of us? How do we exercise the free will? Mostly we don't have free will. When, as long as we don't awaken our full potential, we don't wake up, we don't become aware, then these karmic forces will push you towards certain experiences. That's why many people, they complain, why negative things happen in my life, why this pattern is repeating in my life. I don't want to experience it. I have beautiful intentions, pure intentions. I want to create my own reality, but still they are unable to. Whatever they do not want, they attract those things into their life. There's something that a kind of karmic force operating. That's why there are beautiful keys are offered through spiritual science, Adhyatmika Shastra, which says that these karmic forces can be dealt with. You can understand these karmic forces, learn the karmic lessons, and then you can now break free from that, whatever that karmic force which is limiting you right now. Then your dharmic path opens. Dharma, this word dharma, the most beautiful word in Bharat Desh, which means it is our purpose for which we have incarnated. There is something called swadharma. You are born with a kind of template, an astral template of what you want to do in this life. Each one of us, according to many lifetimes reincarnation framework, we have decided, we have planned, and also we keep updating this soul plan of us. So this we call as swadharma, dharma. Our dharma means our purpose, our soul plan of this life is called dharma. The highest dharma of, I can say, generalize this for the whole humanity is called as ahimsa. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha. We call in Sanskrit this beautiful verse. Ahimsa means non-violence, is called as greatest dharma. Everyone, their soul really expands. The consciousness is uplifted. Our vibrational frequency is raised above when we are non-violent beings. When we really live the life as a non-violent being and with compassion. So, unless we come out of this influence, sphere of influence of karma, karma which belongs to all those past life, accumulation of all that information field, unless we break free from that, we can't actually do what we want to do in this life. Many, they keep asking me the questions. I know what my dharma is, but I'm unable to perform my dharma. I know what is adharma, what is dharma, but I'm not able to follow my dharma. This is exactly in Mahabharata time. Duryodhana from the Kauravas, one of the important character, Duryodhana, was asked by someone, and he said, I know what is dharma, what is adharma, but I can't go towards dharma. My mind is drawn towards performing all the time adharma, because he still has not yet come out of this influence, sphere of influence of karmic forces, because his soul has not yet learned the lessons. Soul lessons learned, we completely break free from the karma. That's why we say karma is not punishment, karma is educational system. Karma is just education. So, dear friends, now we must also know that karma is impersonal, logical, and predictable. This means it's very scientific principle. Even a layperson can understand this. There is something called, even this current life, we keep experiencing instant the karma, that's effects of the karma, instant karma, that's called as kriya mana karma. Kriya mana karma means whatever that you generate a karmic force, negative thought, negative word, negative action, and immediately in that same current life moments, maybe just a week's time later, immediately there is going to be that feedback is given to you. For example, if I hit someone, punch someone in their stomach, what happens is that person gets angry and he punches me again. Maybe in that moment he may not do it immediately because he is going through the pain, but he comes back and he punches me in my stomach. So there is something called kriya mana karma. The Sanskrit word kriya mana karma is instant feedback system. Means whatever the karmic force that you are generating now, it is going to also have an effect. Immediately you're going to attract it into your life. I'm telling an example of bad karma or negative karma, but there are people who generate good karma, and immediately the good karma also brings back the good fruits. It is going to be also affect the person positively. That's why it is so impersonal, logical, and predictable. In Bharat we believe about service, particularly the service, selfless service. Whenever we are rendering our services without any expectation, without doership. Oh, I am doing this good karma, I am feeding a lot of poor people, I am giving money to the charity work, I am helping others, without even that doership, selflessly your heart center is fully open and you're giving your seva, you're serving. That service also is called as nishkama karma. In India there's a beautiful word, nishkama, means without any kind of expectation. Of course this is really hard to master, to reach to the level of nishkama seva. Those who are awakened beings, they do the seva from without expectations, but our human mind always thinks, what do I get if I serve somebody? What do I get? Why should I help others? So this is what we generally think about. And one master from Theosophical Society, Annie Besant, I don't remember exactly the words she uttered, but the meaning I convey about what Annie Besant talked about. When a person says, why should I do this work, help others? This person, evolution of this person, and another person, why not me? Why not me go and help? Why don't I take care of this work and be a part of this beautiful seva, beautiful service? Between these two kinds of people, the incarnations difference, the difference of incarnations. That means the evolutionary process. An old soul always, they have a lot of generosity. They are highly generous in nature. They have least expectations, no expectations whatsoever. Whatever they are giving, offering as a service, without expectation they are giving. So this is what Annie Besant said. I really resonate with these beautiful words. So whatever the karmic force that we are generating, it is impersonal, logical, and predictable. We can understand this. It's very, very predictable. So there's one question that is asked here by Shuchi Goyal. Ji, sir, can we learn also lessons through meditation? Yes, of course, we can learn all lessons of our soul through meditation practice. A simple practice, we progress, because meditation, you are giving an opportunity to meet your divine self. You are meeting that wisest portion of your own self. All the wisdom is there in your own consciousness, and your own soul will offer everything to you. Only thing is, our sadhana practice, sincerely practicing with shraddha, is important. So friends, let me have a sip of water. Karma teaches by experience. Karma is not punishment. This must really, this understanding must come into us. So here in our current life, there are many experiences we are going through. But if our soul is ready to learn from all the experiences, whether it is positive or negative, whether it is good or bad, right or wrong, victim situations, or it is very, very positive, very great situations, which are really pleasant situations of life, doesn't matter. Everything is, every experience for a human being is a lesson. We learn. Karma is not at all punishment. When we are very focused on our learning process, then we will not be stuck in the karmic, what is called gravity. Karmic gravity will not bind us. I give you this analogy of how this earth sphere, there is a karmic gravity. There is a earth gravitational force. For example, you want to raise a bow and go into the space between the stars, you can go. So those who have knowledge to build the rocket, they can reach to the space. They break free from this karmic gravity, this gravitational force. And those who have this satellite, which is activated, the wisdom of the soul, they also go into that beyond karmic gravity. This is a beautiful way we can understand, friends. So, simple words, karma is a feedback system. It's feedback, that's all. For example, something is happening, you can check your thoughts. What thoughts, beliefs, emotional energies of me, or energy of me, I attracted this kind of situation. Ask yourself, with illnesses, with relationship problems, with the situations that are occurring in your life, what, because everything is, we attract according to our energy signatures, the vibrational energies inside us. We are all just energy vibrational beings. According to our level of vibration, whatever the vibrational energy, accordingly we attract the things. Karma is a feedback system. If we want to see a different creation in our life, we have to change something inside us, taking this feedback. For example, you want to establish again or heal a relationship problem, a dysfunctional relationship. Instead of telling the person, now you must change, you must change, you ask yourself, what thought, what belief, what kind of energies I need to refine and change in me, within me. Because it's like a law of attraction. I attracted this person into my life. Without our permission, nothing comes into our life. We have given permission for certain things to happen in our life. So we must look into that. To change the outside things, we must first change something in our own self. That's why, dear friends, we must treat the law of karma as just a feedback system. It is giving us an important feedback so that we can always evolve and progress. It is not making us go down. Many think that way. It's karma means I might have been a sinner in the past life, and bad karma is making me go through the illness and all that. It is not true. Karma is just a feedback system. So in India, we talk about different names. There are different Sanskrit words that are used. So Subha Karma, Asubha Karma. Sanskrit and Hindi and Telugu, all the languages in India, we commonly use this Subha and Asubha. Means in English, we translate that it is good karma and bad karma. And there is another word that we use in India, it is called, Papa karma and Punya karma. Papa and Punya. We keep hearing this Papa and Punya. Papam, Punyam, Punya karma, Papa karma. So I can give you just an example using this um, examples from our day-to-day life. This papam is like a credit card. Enjoy first, pay later. And punya karma is like a debit card. So pay first, enjoy later. So we use this papa karma, punya karma in India, but all the papa karmas, all the bad karma, negative karma, whatever it is from past lives, it's not that it's like, oh, we have to go through punishment, we have to get stuck in a particular place and go through the suffering for eternal, eternal damnation. We are cursed. It's not that way. It is not true at all. We must change our understanding towards the law of karma. So these words that are on the slide, Sanchita Karma, for example, Sanchita is the most common word that we use in India, which means all that karmic load accumulated plus and minus karmas of all the lifetimes, accumulated karmic imprints, many lifetimes. It is called Sanchita Karma. Your plus and minus, everything together. Maybe it is a million units, 10 million units, 1 crore units. So we have to take into account all those 400 to 600 human lives, whatever incarnation so far that we have taken as a human being. So the research conducted by spiritual scientists, all the wonderful scientists around the globe, spiritual scientists particularly, they all have found out that the karmic force, the karma, the law of karma operates when we start our human lifetimes. An animal, a plant, a mineral, though they are like our brothers and sisters, they are like cohabiting the planet Earth, coexisting with us. They are not having any karma. For example, a tiger eating a deer, or a lion hunting even a man, it doesn't accumulate any kind of karma. Animals, they attack each other. Animals attack each other. They don't have any kind of karma. That's what spiritual scientists and a lot of channeled information from many masters, they talked about uh, how from the human incarnation cycles this karma, karmic units will be started. So, dear friends, and this is what is about Sanchita Karma, all the lifetimes. We don't need to take into account the lifetimes that we had as animals or plants, but Sanchita Karma is total lifetimes as a human being you have incarnated. Because a human has manas, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, antakaranas, they are called as these inner instruments. They are divine instruments called manas, mind, chitta, subconscious mind, and ahankara means ego, and buddhi means higher intellect. A human being has got all these things. That's why a human being generates karma, whereas animals and plants by default they are not acting from any kind of mind. They are acting from group consciousness. They have a very different kinds of default way of operating in this physical plane. And prarabdha karma is what is called as ripened karma. Ripened karma is the karma, karmic force, which is now he has become ripened, and you can't avoid certain things in life because they are necessary lessons. So, dear friends, please confirm about the audio, because some of you are reporting that there is no sound. Is it the same for everyone? Please check, let me know. If you post something in the comment box, whether the sound is clear or not, I will come to know. Can you confirm it? Audio is good on FB. Okay, that's very good feedback. That's good. Sri Janani, good evening. Very good. Thanks for telling me. And I think there is some kind of internet traffic. That's why it's sometimes it's interrupting. But we do get prarabdha karma is ripened karma. For example, in the past life, repeatedly we have committed certain kinds of actions which have harmed many lives, many people were hurt, and in this life, there's going to be some part of our karmic units which are going to be ripened. They're going to be an important lesson that we need to learn about respecting the boundaries, maybe respecting the life. Maybe somebody who is constantly violating these laws of universe, and they now will have this prarabdha karma which is going to be very very active. Now they need to learn that particular lesson. which is presented to them. I can give you an analogy that everything is so good. You are a very positive thinker. You think everything positive. And one day you are driving your motor car, your bike. So there's with a lot of awareness, mindfulness, you're driving your vehicle. And what happened is suddenly there is another vehicle, somebody else came and hit you, and you landed up in the hospital with a fracture. Your limbs are fractured now. So we can't understand sometimes why I'm such a right person. I have not harmed anyone, but why did I attracted this situation? We wonder sometimes. This is known as prarabdha karma. Without even producing certain thoughts, there are no beliefs, no thoughts about accidents, and you are really a sincere meditator, but something that has come to your life experience, something has stepped into your life, that is prarabdha karma. And we need to go through that. And sometimes we are having many complaints. We think that, oh, I don't want to go through this, and we feel so restless, so impatient. We don't want. How long this is going to continue? That's why tolerance, patience is so important to make this prarabdha karma completely move away. There is a beautiful lesson. It teaches us about sometimes non-ego, cutting down, chopping the arrogance and ego, or sometimes it is learning, making us learn about humbleness and humility. Maybe it is teaching us about patience and tolerance. Maybe it is teaching us about compassion. So this prarabdha karma is a very important lesson, teacher, which comes to us, and we need to definitely learn that lesson. So Kriyamana karma is the karma that whatever that you're doing present moment, instant feedback. We can all experiment with that in our daily life. Negative thoughts we produce, negative emotions, emotional energies we emote and we produce and we generate, and negative words will be speaking. What happens is instantly that day we attract a negative situation in our life. This we generally call as law of attraction. The famous movie that's taken The Secret, which talks majorly about law of attraction. So here our friend Amal Roshan asked this question: is law of karma superior to law of attraction? Yes, it is much more than the law of attraction. It is such a beautiful multi-dimensional understanding. But this kriyamana karma, whatever the present moment, whatever you are generating as a karmic force, definitely is instant feedback is coming. That's why we can say in simple words, law of attraction. You're attracting exactly whatever that you have generated as a karmic energy. So the next one we can say agami karma. Agami karma means certain things that you're doing, the fruits will come in the future. They are not like immediately going to, that seeds are not going to be germinated in this current life. Say, for example, you have sown a mango seed, okay, otherwise a banyan seed, and or some tree you have sown in the land, and you will not enjoy the fruits of it. Maybe you vacate the body, but your future generations, they will enjoy. Or else when you reincarnate, you may enjoy that fruit of the mango tree that you have sown here, the seeds you have sown. So sometimes it is also known as future karma, means whatever you have generated as a karmic force, the instant feedback is not there, instantly it is not coming back to you as a result. But the future, all that will be shown up as a result in the future, whether it is positive or negative. This is called agami karma. Agami karma. That's how it is pronounced. So, friends, whatever it is, whether it is a present life karma or a past life karma, Sanchita Karma, Prarabdha Karma, Kriyamana, or Agami, it's all, can be dealt spiritually through this wisdom of the soul science. So now I want to talk about this free will versus karma. So we do get this doubt, all of us. We talk in this modern times that a lot about free will. Oh, we are free will beings. I have power of choice and all that. Right, friends? We all know that we have free will. Nobody can dictate terms. Nobody can force us. Even no karmic force, nothing can really force us. But still, the karmic forces are too strong. One of the questions asked by Lord Sri Rama, to his teacher, his guru, Vasishtha Maharshi. In India, there are few of these wonderful masters, the masters who taught Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, and many of them, because they incarnated just like us, like a human being. They've gone through schooling, they've gone through coaching, they've gone through every human experience. They lived as a human being, they had a family, they have children. And when Lord Rama, at a very younger age, the first teacher that he met is Vishwamitra. This Rishi Vishwamitra, he's a Rajarshi. So this Rishi taught him Astra Shastra Vidyas, all the basic education, martial arts, how to protect yourself, all that, because all the warriors were taught this. Lord Rama, being a prince, he was taught all this. Apart from that, some basic spiritual education also he received from Vishwamitra. Later, when he met Vasishtha Maharshi, that time, one day, Lord Rama was in great vairagya, means he was feeling so detached and so much, depressed. And Vasishtha asked Lord Rama, I never seen Lord Rama in that way, because Lord Rama is the most enthusiastic and the great seeker of truth. He was a very good student also for Vasishtha and Vishwamitra. So Vasishtha Maharshi, when he asked, why are you sad today? And Rama answered, he said, I see the world around me. People are really suffering. There's so much suffering. I understand this is all because of the karmic forces, the previous life karmas, whether it is a financial disaster, whether it is illness, whether it is all the conflicts in the relationships. The father and son, they don't have good relationship. Mother and daughter, they don't have good relationship. And parents and children, they have a conflict. Brothers and sisters, they're fighting. So many things I see, and it looks like hopelessness. I see that there is no hope. This karma is too much. It's like a burden. Is there a hope? Is people can really come out of this situation? Can they ever see the Ananda, Paramananda, joyful states? This is what Lord Rama asked this Maharshi Vasishtha. Maharshi Vasishtha answered a beautiful way. He said, he explained it in the form of an analogy. We have these goats, the goats have a tendency to, the male goats, they fight with each other because they also animals, they have highly territorial. If something else is entering into their boundaries and territory, they fight. So he explained that there is a past life goat and there is a present life goat, current life goat. They are fighting with each other. Do you know which one will win? And Lord Rama said, I don't know, because he asked Vasishtha Maharshi to give more clarity about it. Then Vasishtha said, the present life goat. The present life goat is present life effort. Our exercising our free will, power of our will, and also exercising of free will, choosing power of choice, which determines, which also can negate the past life karma. For example, each one of us decide that come what may, in this life, in this current life, I completely make myself karmic free. I connect to my inner being, the soul being. I realize my soul and I fulfill my life purpose in this life. If we exercise this free will, what happens is this present life effort, our free will now, it wins over karmic forces. This is something very, very beautiful. So, dear friends, that's why we must understand that there are four schools of thoughts. Like the first school of thought is all is free will, karma is an illusion. We generally feel that karma is an illusion. No, it looks very not so practical because because many people are suffering. They are not able to exercise free will. Only a meditator, a person who has sincerely been practicing meditation practice, they are able to exercise the free will a lot because there's so much of awareness, awakening that's happening in them. The second school of thought, all is karma, free will is an illusion. This is also not true because the people who are exercising free will, the people who are going through the karmic situations, many people could break free from the karmic illnesses, karmic relationships. Free will is stronger than karma, the third school of thought. It sounds also really a kind of truth. Karma is stronger than free will. So, dear friends, I ask you, all of you, the question, from these four schools of thought, which one do you resonate? Which one do you think is correct? You can also post it here. You can write it here so that I'll come to know. You can see the slide and let me know. From these four options, which one seems to be more correct? Which is the higher truth? The third, Shrija Jawar. Yes. The free will is stronger than karma. Amirapu Sudhakar. That's correct. That's correct. That's perfect. Thank you. Free will is stronger than karma. So it appears to be karma is stronger than free will, but it is not true because then many people, though it is karma is appears to be strong, but if we understand the entire law of karma from a spiritual perspective, not as tit tat, not as eye for eye, tooth for tooth, but as a beautiful from a big picture point of view, from a higher perspective, then we understand that free will is stronger than karma. You can really neutralize the past life karma through your sadhana, your practice, your spiritual wisdom that you gain in this current life. So karma is a lesson to be learned, and through when we learn our lesson, karma is neutralized, and then we keep evolving. We just move ahead and progress uh, in our path of evolution, dear friends. So there's a beautiful sloka that's given from Bhagavad-Gita. Lord Krishna talked about it in one of the slokas. This is a beautiful sloka. Gnanagni dagda karmanam. Gnanagni. We generally say that this wisdom that we are activating, awakening inside us, the soul's wisdom, it's not the knowledge. Gnana means not just knowledge, but the integrated knowledge into our daily life. It has become into wisdom. The data information which is processed is becoming knowledge. Knowledge is which is applied in day-to-day life, and which is understood, digested, assimilated, becomes wisdom of yours. It is called an experiential wisdom. That experience that you go through when you apply the knowledge, that wisdom has the capacity to erase the karma. Gnana Agni Dagda Karmanam. So that's why Lord Krishna is talking about the karmic seeds. When the karmic seeds, you fry them, you toast them, you put them under the fire, what happens to the seeds? When you put them into the soil, do they germinate? The seeds will never germinate again, because all that seeds are not going to be germinated, they're burnt now. The burnt seeds will not germinate. So you become karmic free. That's why Bhagavad Gita, I highly recommend everyone. Everyone, it is Bhagavad Gita is such a spiritual science scripture. It's the soul science. It's very difficult to read really Upanishads and Vedas, because it's like a laborious. Really, it takes so much time. But all the Upanishads, the very essence of all the Upanishads is Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna has given the scriptural course, karmic neutralizing tools. One of the beautiful tool he said is awakening your wisdom of the soul. Gnana Agni Karma Dagdhanam. Your all the karmas, karmic seeds are burned. They completely erased. This is something very, very, it gives us hope. Bhagavad Gita, it really, that's why it uplifts the spirit of every human being, irrespective of religion, caste, creed, nationality. So, karma is law of attraction in the simple words, but also if you enlarge this concept of law of attraction to multiple lives, we also can apply that in a grander sense. For example, you are born with a unique energy signature, each one of us, because there is something called a feeling tone. When you are born, when you have passed through your childhood moments, all the time in you there is a kind of core feeling you carried, the same feeling, same vibration, same thing repeating over and over again. You carried something not only which is generated in this current life, but generated from previous lives. So when a soul is leaving the body and again incarnating, reincarnating, and always the soul plan, the soul is designing the new incarnation cycle based on all the karmic accounts. We take into account all the karmic units of many lifetimes. So because there are lessons to be learned, it gives a kind of broader framework. It really enlarges our understanding. So someone is asking about Sanjam Jasujaji. I don't understand the Hindi in Bhagavad Gita. Can you recommend an interpretation in English? I highly recommend Paramahamsa Yogananda ji, who is the author of this book, Autobiography of a Yogi. He also has written a beautiful interpretation of Bhagavad Gita in English. I highly recommend that. It's a very, very beautiful, very higher interpretation is given. I highly recommend this. Thanks for asking this, Sanjam Jasujaji. Sushma Sarafji is asking from Kolkata, dear sir, could you teach and speak on Bhagavad Gita during this lockdown period? It will be a blessing. Definitely, it is possible. Let's see. As we progress with all these classes, we'll find time, definitely. We'll all collectively manifest it. Thank you. And friends, that's why there is karma is like a even we attract things, many things into this current life. As you change your own vibrations inside, as you change your thoughts, your beliefs that you're carrying from past lives, your past beliefs you change, past thoughts you change, past emotions you change, and you change your current reality. What has been set in motion sometime in the past creates an appropriate effect on a person's current physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual well-being right now. So it explains many things beyond this current life. Much in ancient times, much in the other reincarnation, past lives, something which is set in motion, which is now affecting us. We can easily understand this law of karma, cause and effect. All the causes are unseen mostly. Only some causes we try to, with a rational mind, we say this is the cause, but it's only physically, in the physical point of view, with five senses, we think this is the cause. For example, say one illness has come, it appears to be the person is affected with a bacterial or fungal infection, and we say bacteria is the cause. And that bacteria is already there, millions of bacteria and virus in our body, but it is never affected before. But your immune system is depleted, it's compromised, and suddenly your body is completely very vulnerable, and this bacteria has caused an illness or a virus which created a kind of cancer in your body. Cancer appeared suddenly. So here the cause is not the virus. It's a very superficial, it's, though it is looking like multifactorial. This is one of the factors, triggering factor in this current life. But always there is a root cause in the reincarnation memories. So we need to always understand the root causes are there in the past life memories, reincarnation memories. It's not just only understanding from the physical point of view, we interpret things that this is the cause. It's only a very superficial factor, triggering factor. But the original cause, primal cause, the root cause is somewhere else. So something which is set in motion many, many lifetimes back. For example, I tell you my own example. 2000 years back, I lived in the ancient India. I was a teacher in the ancient university, Takshashila University. I was teaching exactly the same thing that I am doing right now in this current life. Past life regression and law of karma, law of reincarnation, law of karma. These were my topics even in that ancient times. And at that time, what is set in motion, I generated a kind of energy which was continuing, ripples and ripples. I think I consider that lifetime as my core lifetime, an important lifetime, which really made my soul to experience a kind of leap in my consciousness. A great awakening happened in that life, great service that I have uh, rendered in that life, and still those seeds, that force is still active in me. That's why in this current life, when I have come across the path of meditation, it was so easy for me. I felt it is not at all new, as if I have practiced many lifetimes meditation practice in Himalayas, and many, many times, many ashrams, many monasteries. As a Tibetan monk, I was living in Tibet. So these were the memories that I recovered, retrieved during meditation practice. From 1989, I was practicing meditation. My guru said, your job is to make the mind empty and silent and witness, watch the show, cosmic show. Do nothing. Meditation, he said, very simple. Do nothing and don't ask me silly questions. That's what he said. Only sincere practice, sadhana, sadhana, sadhana. And I was doing that sadhana in a great silence. Many experiences spontaneously emerged from my soul. Many memories started coming up. So I'm sharing about some positive lives to you, but I also explored some negative lives as well, dear friends. Why I have the feeling that I'm abandoned in the childhood? Because I always carried this core feeling that I am an orphan, I am abandoned. I Even though my have loving parents, loving family, everything is there, but I still inside my soul I used to feel like an orphan, like abandoned by someone. So way back, many multiple lives I have seen of lives of being an orphan. And also when I gone root cause, what I found is I abandoned my wife in that lifetime. I abandoned another life, my child. I abandoned my family to escape from duties and responsibilities. So I could see the root cause. After that, the beauty of this recovering these memories, past life memories, it makes sense. And we neutralize karmic force. I understood my negative part, and it neutralized completely. The abandoned feeling is gone. There was deep compassion rising in me towards myself. I embrace the person who abandoned the family, the wife, and the child. And I self forgiveness happened. Forgiving one's own self is so important to progress. The guilt completely dissolved. And I carried that heavy guilt, and I was attracting many lifetimes of being an abandoned child, abandoned feeling. So this is how it works, dear friends. So what is being set in motion many lifetimes back, and it again comes back into forefront in this current life. So karma science is perfectly fair, creates total justice. Creates total justice. It's totally fair. There is a universal justice. The universal intelligence always balances the scales. Though it appears to be the person, all the good people going through suffering, all the bad people enjoying life. Even the same case with Mahabharata, the good people, Pandavas, all the Pandavas are very good, sattvic people, highly sattvic. They were sent to the forest. 13 years they have to suffer, go through all the suffering, torture. And also in Ramayana, Lord Rama has to go through all that. And this fellow, all the Kauravas in Mahabharata enjoying the wealth, and it's not their kingdom, but still they are enjoying. Even now it looks like that. All the corrupt people, politicians, and all many corrupt politicians. Not every politician is corrupt, but there are people in high positions who take away the money of others, who are not honest, for deceiving, and who are still enjoying. And all the bad people are put in the prisons. We see that it is a lot of injustice. What is this injustice? But trust that universe has a perfect timing. There is a karmic ripening process happens. Everyone's karma, when it is ripened, and that time period, it comes up, dear friends. Everyone has their own day. That's why we say every dog has its own day. So karma science makes us link our actions with their results. So definitely, whatever that we give out, it comes back to us. It's always it is irrefutable, undeniable law here in the physical dimension. And karma science teaches us total responsibility. Know that it is bringing us total responsibility. We are all responsible for what is happening. We should not blame the situation, blame others. For example, suffering that we are going through because of the illness, we should not blame others. Relationship suffering, don't blame. People lose the precious energy. They react and they blame, put the blame and all that. Instead, we have to take the responsibility in that moment. Take the ownership. Okay, this is happening. That means I have attracted this. I'm partly my unique vibration, energy signatures of mine drawn this situation into my life. So what is the karmic lesson that I needed to learn? We need to take the total responsibility for the situation. Even though it appears to be that it is not your fault. That's how the law of karma scales are balanced. And karma science teaches us love and compassion for all. It is making us learn about compassion and love for everyone. And karma science drives us wholeness and unity with life. It's a oneness. If I'm hurting someone, it is hurting myself. If you look at the law of karma, means whatever you give out, it's going to come back to us. If I help others, help is going to come back. If I extend my friendship to others, that friendship will come back to me. If I project enmity, repulsion, all these kinds of averse and repulsive feelings towards others, that's what is going to be coming back to me. So what you do unto others is what you do unto you. What is going to come back to you. What you want to be done to you is what you offer it to others. For example, you want prosperity. For example, you want abundance in your life because you have scarcity. There's financial problems. Now, really open your heart to start uh, giving others. Art of giving we need to learn. A giver is an abundant being. A giver is giving from the place of great abundance. Sometimes the help need not be giving $1 billion. It's just even from that 100 rupees, you are able to give 20 rupees to someone, which can take away their hunger. That's also giving, a great gesture. That's why law of karma is teaching us about, it is making us understand the unity with life. So you are the friend to yourself, you are the enemy to yourself. What you give out is what you are giving to yourself. And it's the key to harmony, karma science. To have a harmony inside and outside of you in relationships with others, we need to understand the karma science. I tell you a case study of a person who went through the counseling process with us. He said, I have a very difficult relationship with my wife. We are like cat and dogs. We fight with each other. The day one of our marriage, there's no bonding at all. We fight like anything. And I really am suffering now. My wife is diagnosed as schizophrenic, and she keeps now torturing me in my life, torturing in my home. I live in the downstairs, she lives in upstairs, and though we live in the same house, we don't have any connection. I suffer. I really, my heart beats, they go up when I go to home, because that day, what my wife is going to shout on me, that's what I want. I am fearing most. I want to really achieve harmony in this relationship. So when I made him to understand that the root cause, you must understand, open your heart to understand these sacred principles of the universe, law of karma, the balancing the scale. Why did you attract, first of all, this kind of relationship? Let's work on that. In deep meditation state, he had seen a past life memory popping up into his mind. In the past life, this wife was actually a poor person, and this husband was a rich landlord in a village. So this rich landlord, all the time, all his frustration used to take on hitting that. He was this poor person was at a very younger age. He started working with the landlord, working in the fields and helping in the domestic work and day-to-day life work. So he was helping the landlord, but all his frustration used to take it on this young boy. And this young boy reached to around 20 years old, but he used to hit him, scold him, find fault with him all the time. And he used to tie him with a chain every night, because thinking that this fellow will leave and nobody will be there home to take care of some works at home. That's why he used to chain him. And the rich landlord died one day, and in the last moments, he was carrying that heavy guilt. What did I do? Because in the last moments of our life, we also evaluate, what did I do in this life? So I harmed this person. I really tortured this boy, and he is now a man. He is still suffering so much because of me. I really feel so bad about it. So, in the life after death state, in the deep meditation state, he could compare the past life with the current life. What he had seen is that boy who was tortured by this man in that past life is the wife in this current life. And he started crying. The tears rolled out of his eyes. And After this meditation session, he opened his eyes and said, now, how can I not live with my wife now, take care of her, even though she scolds me, even though she tortures me? I will care for her because this is what I have given out to her in that life. I tortured her. Now she's torturing me. It's okay. I go through this phase uh, completely, willingly. I take responsibility for it. So after a few days later, he has sent an email saying that, doctor, there's a miracle that happened. My wife stopped scolding. I didn't say a word to her about what I did, the counseling session, nothing I spoken about. But my wife was very calm, smiling at me for the first time, and we developed a kind of, I could speak to her, she's speaking with me. There is some kind of beautiful shift that happened. How could this happen? It's like a not less than a miracle. I feel so good about it. So this is how the karmic scales are balanced, friends. The harmony is achieved. So I'm just sharing one case study. So many people, when they understand the cause, the karmic cause, they can bring complete resolution of these karmic forces. So ignorance or lack of self-knowledge binds the person to the past karmic forces. Enlightenment, self realization ends the karmic forces. Whatever thereafter is only free will. We can exercise a free will. So, dear friends, I'm happy to speak to you about this. We're going to speak more about neutralization of the karma more in the part two session that we're going to have after a few days. And right now, what we're going to do is some meditation practice, which is going to help us. And let's meditate for some time. So I'm going to guide you through this meditation practice, sitting comfortably with closed eyes. Make yourself very, very comfortable, friends. And allow yourself to completely relax your body. Relax your head and neck, relax your shoulders, your hands, and your chest, your abdomen. Relax your backbone and allow this relaxation to happen in your lower limbs. Completely relax. Relax your entire body in this beautiful, comfortable posture. With your eyes closed, I would like you to pay attention to your in breath and out breath. Notice your inhalation and exhalation. Make your mind empty and silent. Even if routine thoughts are coming into your mind, become aware of these routine, habitual thoughts and cut those routine thoughts. Bring your attention back to your inhalation and exhalation. I'd like you to become one with your breathing. And as you start noticing this silence which is growing in you, in this deep silence, allow deeper realizations to come to you, to understand about yourself, to know yourself. Many experiences we have gone through in this current life. There's so many experiences, certain positive, certain negative experiences, certain negative patterns which are repeating in our life. In this deep meditation, the mind is utterly silent and empty. You can reach to a witness state of consciousness where you are becoming an observer, a watcher, as a detached observer. You are watching your breath, you're watching your body, you're watching your silence, you're watching your life in totality, the plus and minus, positive, negative, all those multiple experiences you went through. Because to understand our life, we can just watch as a detached observer. In yourself, deep within your inner being, what is the core feeling that you always carried? What is the very unique energy signature and vibration of you which you always carried? You might notice that even from childhood, even as a child, you might have noticed it. Even as a teenager, as an adolescent, as an adult, many situations you might have noticed it. Just during this meditation, in this deep silence state of mind is still, and you are just reviewing your current life to understand this, to bring more awareness to these patterns and those repetitive situations, and to understand your life as a detached observer, as an awareness. You can watch it now. At this point of time in this meditation, know that whatever the repeating pattern, whatever things that are bothering you again and again, whether it is a fear, whether it is a situation that is repeating, know that we all have free will, power of choice, and exercising this free will, one can completely break free from this karmic patterns, karmic relations, karmic illnesses, karmic whatever that is making us go through certain repetitions. Deep in your heart, you can affirm that I'm willing and ready to learn my karmic lessons. I'm opening myself to learn these karmic lessons during my meditation, during my dream state. As you intended this or formed it in your being, right now, I'd like you to really connect to your core of your being, your real self, the real self, which is in non-physical form. Our real self is an energy. The real self is like our divine essence. At this point of time, in this beyond time, space, beyond body and mind, tune into that state of consciousness where you can fully experience your divine essence of who you really are. Trust the feeling experience, trust your own inner experience without analyzing it. Whether you're feeling this divine essence as a pleasant feeling sensation, whether you're feeling it as a fragrance which is coming to you, whether it is as a divine vision which is coming to you, doesn't matter. But just connect to the deeper place within you where you can experience your own essence of who you really are, where all thoughts in the mind, all the linear thinking mind is disappearing, where all the linear time is disappearing, where it is completely non-linear, and your consciousness is vast and expansive. It's non-local. Remain in this state and allowing the deeper insights to arise from within. Meditation is primarily no mind, no thought state, thought-free state of mind. Meditation is going towards the truth, the truth of your own being. Dear friends, beyond right and wrongs, beyond good and bad, beyond positive and negative, beyond tamoguna, rajoguna, and sattva, there in that transcendental state, we can realize our truth of our being, who we truly are. The great meditators, rishis, yogis, whoever has reported these experiences, whatever Lord Krishna talked about in Bhagavad-Gita or Vasishtha Gita, whatever the Vasishtha Maharshi has talked about, all this one can directly experience in deep meditation. Know that it is all experiential. There is no scope for believing anything blindly. One can experiment, investigate into the truth all by themselves through practice. Like a Buddha, what Buddha shared to the world is, don't believe in my words blindly. Be like a gold merchant. Test whether it is 24 karat gold or 18 karat gold. The same way, a meditator also experiments initially by making the mind, the routine mind, the habitual mind to become silent. In the silence, they connect to their own essence inside. In that essence, the many self experiences will unfold. The divine essence of us offer many experiences of the soul, many divine realizations. Whatever is stemming from our own experience, one can believe it. One can be always like a scientist, a spiritual scientist. Whether we can to believe in law of karma, law of reincarnation, we don't need to have a kind of prior belief, but one can be with open mind and investigate. And in this transcendental state, beyond right and wrong, good and bad, time and space, body and mind, in great silence, whatever that experience that is unfolding from your divine essence, divine soul, your consciousness, allow it to emerge. When our mind is empty and silent, lots of cosmic energy flows into us. When once we are saturated with the cosmic energy, the many spiritual experience of the soul unfold in us. These experiences, they are the providers of the wisdom. From this experience, we gain wisdom. Stay in that state of consciousness for the last 3 minutes, 3 more minutes. Just focus on what is happening in this deep silence. Two more minutes, dear friends. Last 1 minute, dear friends. Just be. And integrate your experience, ex- integrate your inner experience. This last 1 minute. Meditation session has a beginning and the middle part and the end part. The end of the meditation, it must be graceful, it must be insightful, must be joyful, with a beautiful, great feeling, positive feeling. We come out into the waking state of consciousness. I'd like you to now, slowly and slowly, my dear friends, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, you can place your hands on your eyes, touch your eyelids with your fingertips, and slowly you may open your eyes. That's wonderful, friends. Welcome back to this waking state. And meditation is a beautiful way, the sadhana, which also make us shift something, the past energies. And I would like to answer a question from Prakriti Jain here. The karma knowledge makes one so cautious. You can see the comment box also, which I highlighted on the screen. You can read the question. What about fearless living? People tend to keep doing with fear of karma. Isn't that fear that of God's way? So, dear friends, many of us, the fear that I will be harming someone, fear that I will be hurting someone if I go into action, we don't need to act from that fear. That's why when Lord Krishna in Bhagavad-Gita, the teachings he was giving, he explained about karma yoga. And immediately Arjuna got this question. He said, now I understood everything about karma, and but I'm now fearing a lot. I fear to do karma now. Any karma, I don't know whether it is going to hurt and it's going to generate karmic energy. I am very, very fearful now. And it's better that I become an akarmi. Akarmi means I don't do anything, any work, nothing I do. Then Lord Krishna has to explain everything. You can't be an akarmi, will not progress and will not evolve. So karma, this concept, karma science should not make us live with the fear that I will be accumulating future karma and do this and that. Instead, what Lord Krishna said in Karma Sannyasa Yogam, another chapter, he said, whatever that you do, any karma that you do it from the wholeness of you, without doership. When your ego comes, it becomes a doer. You become a doer. Means I am doing this. You think that way. But when you are not really acting from that egocentric point of view, then you can really do it as if the whole universal force is working from you. And another thing Lord Krishna advised is karma falatyaga. Karma falatyaga means even renounce the fruits of all the actions. Don't expect anything in return. So that's why we must do lot of karma yoga in the physical plane. We must do a lot of things in this world. We should not act from the fear, but act from our own wisdom, awakened consciousness. That's why Lord Krishna, when Arjuna asked, is not killing all the Kauravas here, is accumulating bad karma. I don't want to do that. And I don't want to actually go into this war. And Lord Krishna said, Arjuna, you are really speaking those words of karma and all that, but without understanding this concept. And where any adharma is there, we have to raise our voice. We have to fight for justice. For the dharma, we have to always be on the dharmic side. And because already Satya was taught, the truth was revealed, truth was told to Arjuna, but Bhagavad-Gita reveals about many dharma sukshmas, means what is right, what to do in the physical plane, all that. That's why many, they act from the guilt and fear that, oh, past life I have done this and I must now uh, take away all the karma by helping others. But don't do things from guilt. Instead, do everything from um, the place of compassion in you, not from guilt. Guilt that you have harmed others and now I will help others. Instead, you do open your heart, forgive yourself, be compassionate, and then serve from that deeper place within you of compassion. So this is so important. So here one feedback, Dr. Bhuma Vashi saying, I saw a white trishul which was shining so bright, and then it transforms into white lotus. I see that vision, a lot of vibration on top of the head and entire body. Don't know what it means, but feeling calm. That's wonderful, Dr. Bhuma Vashi. It's a beautiful experience. Generally, lotus, white lotus, or something that on top of the head vibration, it is the crown center of us, the Sahasrara. Whenever the energies are reaching from third eye and then reaches to the Sahasrara state, and then we do get this experience. It's a beautiful experience that you shared. Thank you. So our friend from, I think, Spain, Mariana, is telling, so true. For fear of hurting others, we don't take action, which is deep down the actions towards our true self. Amazing awareness. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. And Srikant Wathaluri, wonderful talk. Just a thought. Would it be possible to summarize at the end of each session salient take home points just to reinforce our understanding? Yes. Yes, Srikant. We can summarize today's session about the karma science. Part one, we have learned. Number one, karma, the definition. Karma definition is not just its action, it is also thought, word, and action. Three things constitute karma. And it is cause and effect, a phenomena called simple understanding cause and effect. All the causes are in the past and effects we are experiencing. And when we bring the causes and effects together, karma gets neutralized. We understand the big picture, and there's a lot of peace we make with our past. And how karma balances the scales, how in the universe it also brings a fairness of everything. There is justice, eternal justice. Even though temporarily people may escape, but there's an eternal justice. The universal intelligence takes care of that factors. And another point, we also learn about different types of karma, like Sanchita Karma, Prarabdha Karma, and Kriyamana Karma means present karma. Agami Karma means the future karma, whatever the karma that's going to be coming into fruition. Certain fruits will come in the future. So the four types of karma, and whatever is the type of karma, there are some kind of beautiful ways to neutralize it. One of the beautiful ways we learn today is about Jnana Agni Dagda Karmanam. With the wisdom of the soul, erases the karma. We transcend the karmic. The karmic baggage is completely neutralized. So more we learn how it can be stopped. So Manish Bubnaji, we can stop it, and the karmic baggage is going to be gone as we progress in the spiritual path. At one point of time, whatever that we call it as a great wisdom of the soul, it erases every karmic unit. We become karmic free. Another point, another question comes to mind is, where is this karma is stored? Is it stored in the mind? Is it stored somewhere? What is it? Wait till the next episode, next part that we're going to take, Karma Science Part 2. So, dear friends, I really thank all the things. The next episode, where we learn more about karma neutralization, making it zero karma, how we can achieve it through our sadhana and our service, spiritual service, and all that. So at the time of meditation, sleep coming, okay, that's also natural. Sibasharan Muduli, it's called yoga nidra state, and with a regular practice, one can really practice with more awareness. It's okay that yoga nidra is happening. One more question, Lata Mahendra Kumar, is it possible in one lifetime, or is it journey of many lives? So I say there are a few really courageous ones were courageous enough to clear everything in one go, in one lifetime. Say, for example, Ratnakara, who is known as Valmiki Maharshi, who is the author of the great Ramayana scripture. In one go, he has karmic baggage he neutralized. Another example I can state is Anguli Mala from Buddha's time. He also cleared everything in the same lifetime. He reached to Buddhahood. He became Buddha himself. So that's why it's according to our spiritual evolution, our own sadhana, and how much we are able to integrate. So Adelphi Sky is saying that it's really looking forward to learning karmic neutralization techniques. Sure, definitely. I'm very happy to share in the next session. Thank you. So, dear friends, and today we talked about this karmic neutralization process. One key like wisdom, how it can neutralize it, and more will come back again in the next few days later. And I wish you great time, because this is a great opportunity for us, for all of us, to meditate, to utilize this time productively and creatively, to enhance ourselves, to energize ourselves, to create peace in our mind. And also there are many other benefits we are reaping because of the practices that we're doing. Spiritual practice like meditation practice, it is making us develop our strong immune system. It is going to help all of us, dear friends. We keep meeting again and again during this Sajjan Sangatya. I take leave from all of you. Thank you, dear friends, for joining. Thank you so much. And for any information, you can also visit the website. So the website, you'll have more information. So I put this information for you. So dear friends, this is what the information I want to show you. Information about the email that you can send, the website, the Quantum Life University. And on the website also, you find a lot of information about what we talked about, law of karma and reincarnation, because that's my specialization. I keep researching, keep learning, because it's endless learning. I keep, I always with open mind, I keep learning about the reincarnation and law of karma. You're most welcome to check on the website and write to us and contact us. And thank you so much for joining. And more, if you want to get the notifications, you can subscribe for the YouTube channel so that you will be notified. You will get to know more details. So that's what it is. And thank you, friends. Thank you so much. Now we say goodbye to each other. Thank you.